Hi, my name's Jordan Buhrs, and I've been your host for the entire FIFA World Cup 2022. We're down to the back end of the tournament. It's the semi-finals, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Croatia versus Argentina game in No House Advantage. Now, before we get into that, make sure you subscribe to the Odd Shoppers channel because we post daily predictions, daily previews, and daily No House Advantage videos. Now, No House Advantage, they have two types of contests over there. One, which allows you to pick overs and unders and enter them into a GPP style tournament. The other, which we'll be talking about today, are props, over and under picks, which allow you to multiply your winnings up to 20x. All you have to do is hit the link in our description or use code STOCHASTIC to get your first deposit bonus of up to $50. That's code STOCHASTIC to get your first deposit bonus of up to $50. Now, if we go into No House Advantage, I'll show you how it works real quick. We pick prop picks over, under, over, whatever it is, just for an example. And as you can see, if we expand it, it goes up to 5x because we've selected 3 prop picks. The more we select, the higher up it goes, the more our winnings would be, but the more difficult it is to hit. As you can see, if we put $100 in here, our payout would be $500 if we got all of these correct. Now, if I just clear these for you really quickly. The only game we are going to be looking at today is the first semi-final, Croatia versus Argentina. Now, before we dive into this, let me give you a little bit of an analysis on how I see this game going. Now, Argentina coming into the tournament were the second favorites to win it. Coming up against Croatia, they are the favorites. However, Croatia just knocked Brazil out of the tournament, who were the favorites to win the whole thing. This Croatian team is very, very good on defense. They're not going to concede a lot of goals. They work well as a unit, and their keeper is an absolute beast. He's keeping everything out. And then you got this Argentina side who just got through against Netherlands. Yes, they had a 2-0 lead for a long period of that game, but when they got put under a little bit of pressure, you could see the cracks starting to form. So I do think this is going to be a very low-scoring game, and 5 out of Croatia's last 6 knockout stage games have gone to extra time. So I am expecting this one to go to extra time. We saw it happen with Netherlands and Argentina. We saw it happen with Croatia and Brazil. Croatia played their game plan to perfection against that Brazilian side, just keeping it solid, holding the ball, not letting them through, taking them deep to penalties. And I think that's exactly what Croatia are going to try and do here. So I think we can expect a 120-minute game and possibly even penalties. Now, the first player we're going to be looking at is obviously Lionel Messi. He's been absolutely phenomenal in the competition so far. There's only one player who's created more chances than him, and that's Griezmann, who plays for France. Now, Messi, he's averaged 96 minutes so far every single game. He averages 5 shots a game, and he averages 2.4 shots on target. And if we think that this game's going to 120 minutes, there's going to be plenty of opportunity for Messi to get shots off. He's also on penalties. So if Argentina do get a penalty during normal time, he will take that and it will count as a shot on goal as long as he puts it on target. So hammering the over 1.5 shots on goal here for Messi just makes so much sense to me. He's going to have a lot of the ball. He is the playmaker. We saw him create the first goal against Netherlands, and then he scored the penalty to take them 2-0 up. He is their key man and why he's one of the best players in the world. Then the second player we're going to look at is Alvarez. Now, he's only averaged 58 minutes per game, and he only averages 1.6 shots and 1 shot on target. So it's very difficult to know whether Alvarez is going to go over or under 1.5 shots. The stats is that he's right on that number at the moment. But if you check the lineups an hour before they come out, you will either see that Alvarez is starting or he isn't. If he is starting, like I said, I think this is going to be a 120-minute game, so there's more than enough time for him to make an impact and get some shots off. So if he's starting, over 1.5 shots. If he's not starting, under 1.5 shots. But you're going to have to use your own discretion for that one. But that's what I'm personally going to do just for the sake of this video. Let's say he starts and we go for the over 1.5 shots. Then the last player I want to look at, again, if you've been following these videos, you know that I don't like betting on the passing stat just because I think it's a lot more unpredictable than the shooting stats. So we're going to go past all the passing stats, and you'll see that there's an interesting one here for Lewandowski, who is the keeper for Croatia. He's been in absolutely incredible form. His stats so far, obviously, he started and played every single minute, and he's averaged 4 saves per game. And if we think that this one's going into extra time, there's going to be 120 minutes of football. I do think it's going to go over 3.5 saves for him. If he doesn't make those saves, Croatia are going to get absolutely killed. But we do know that Messi is one of the best footballers to ever walk this planet, and he will create opportunities that he will have to save. So for me, definitely over 3.5 saves here. So if we recap it, we've got Messi at over 1.5 shots on goal. Again, if Alvarez starts, over. If he doesn't, under 1.5 shots. And then Livakovic, we've got over 3.5 saves here, just because I think as much as Croatia's defense has been holding up, there are going to be opportunities for players like Messi. So if we go again here to expand, we've selected 3. If we put $100 in here, we get $500 as our payout. And it is that simple, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the Odd Shoppers channel, because like I said, we post daily predictions, game previews, and no house advantage videos. My name's Jordan Buhrs. Make sure you use code STOCHASTIC or click the link in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.